So Dave Portnoy is the reason why you have a day job.
100%. 100%. And you know what? I think if he hadn't edited the video and said stuff about wanting me dead, I would say, okay, well, that's the internet and it's fine. And I said something and he's allowed to clap back at me. It doesn't matter. But because he edited the video for his agenda, a la Kim Kardashian, Kanye West against Taylor Swift.
Sure.
I think he owes me money. I 100% think he owes me money.
And we're so fucking back. It's the You're an Idiot podcast, guys. I'm your host, Alex Dragovich. Joined with me today, another woman somehow. We've got another woman back-to-back. Last week we had Chloe. This week we've got comedian, influencer, just talented gal all around. Talia Lichstein, everybody.
God, thanks.
Pretty good.
Comedian? That's generous.
Are you not a comic?
Not really. I don't perform live, really.
But haven't you pitched shows and stuff like that?
Sure.
So that's more on the creator side.
Yeah, but I don't I can't say comedian, but I hope that other people do. And I also don't like to say creator because I think that's cringe. So you just did that perfect. And I don't know why I fucked with it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. Talia we had a little bit of a tiff right before the pod. She wanted to address something. She said she's listened to the pod before. She says that she's my type. I want to get this out of the way. I don't think any woman that does the pod is my type. I want to get that out of the... I don't know. I didn't think about that before I said it.
Because we'd have to have thoughts and opinions and yap.
Right. I didn't think about this.
Mm-hmm.
You look fine.
I look fine.
I just want to get that out of the way.
I'm not new to this. I've listened to the podcast. I know you well.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not it's just kind of an elephant in the room that I'm blonde and blue eyed and
sure.
I have some curves. It's weird that you're pretending that you never thought about it.
I'm going to move on at this point, but I'm glad that we addressed it. But Talia, you are talented, and that's it in my eyes.
Cool.
How are you? You good?
I'm fine. I actually just had an experience outside.
Okay, let's talk about it.
That was why I was a couple minutes late.
Let's get into it.
I hope you can help me dissect what just happened because I stopped at the little corner store, the bodega, to get a popsicle.
Sure.
And as I'm holding it, this cute little, it was a meet cute, a dog, a bulldog comes up to me. And of course.
You can't resist.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking, okay, a guy with a girlfriend because he has a girly dog. It's a bulldog. Come on. But anyway, he came up to me and the guy, usually a guy with a dog, they always have a girlfriend. So they let the dog hang around, but they don't talk to you. But this guy was talking to me.
Oh.
He was using the dog. I'm okay, so guy who had a girlfriend and broke up with her and now he kept the dog.
Okay.
And he's talking to me. He's yeah, do you have a pet? Do you have a dog? Blah, 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 blah. We're talking. The dog's name's Pepper or whatever. And I'm wow, it's the first time in weeks that I've put on a little makeup and stepped outside with an outfit on.
Sure.
Look at me, first go. And I'm I can't even step foot in this place without somebody trying to take my hand in marriage. And this guy, as we're talking, I ended up getting the same drink as him. We're having this little banter and the little popsicle melts in my hand as we're talking. So I have to get another one and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, this is a rom-com.
It was a rom-com.
Yeah.
I was so into the whole meet cute. I didn't even care if he was cute or not. I was this has to happen.
How'd he look?
He was fine. He was totally fine. Whatever. He had hair and he was a little taller than me. Fine, perfect, whatever. But I was more just this is so cute. So
he was a good talker, nice guy.
Totally good talker.
Okay.
He brought up Joe Rogan, then he immediately clocked that he shouldn't have.
Oh.
Amazing.
I've done that before.
Yeah. And he's well trained. And then
I know that life.
I buy my little Celsius and he says, okay. And I'm well, here it comes. The bodega guy's going to laugh because he's going to do the thing where he asked me for my number and he just goes, all right, we'll see ya.
Ooh. Yeah.
I just got shot.
What? Okay, so this is actually a great little data point.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes banter, I think as a guy, you never want to overstep with the banter. You know what I'm saying here, Connor?
Absolutely.
Sometimes, I think with women, there's always this line where it's very thin, and if you can go from approachable, nice, affable guy to creep immediately.
Mm.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess because he had developed the rapport and he had been talking, in your mind, he had the green light to ask you out.
Totally. I would have like avoided the conversation. I kept pressing the conversation. I was asking him questions back.
Oh,
right?
So he missed the cue.
Or he thinks I'm ugly.
Oh, I don't think so.
Thank you.
But why didn't he?
I just wanted to make sure you wouldn't.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Whatever.
No. It's really interesting that he didn't. I've done that too. How about this? Have you? How much eyes do you have to make with somebody for them to ask you out? I made eyes with someone on my way to Penn Station last week, enough to where I was like, we basically hooked up. You know what I'm saying?
How were you in that mindset at Penn Station?
Yeah, she might not have read it.
No
that way.
one's gonna be reading it that way. Within a block of Penn Station, a square block, you can't be doing any.
We were on the A from 14th heading up to Penn Station, and me and her, we had locked eyes a few times to the point where I was like, I don't know how many times you have to lock eyes to ask someone out, but it felt. You've never wanted a guy to ask you out on the train, right?
Of course I have.
Okay.
I've like followed.
Wait a sec. This is like breaking news for men.
What?
Yeah.
I followed a guy through like multiple turnstiles to get to a different train, like a connecting train.
Okay.
That wasn't even my train.
I did not know women did this.
Yeah. You think that women don't like yearn or have desire?
You guys follow too?
Yeah.
You guys,
I
stalk too?
I need multiple restraining orders. Like that's like my favorite love language is stalking.
Oh, that's interesting.
If I like a guy, like if I get to the point where we've gone on like one date, I have walked by your apartment.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Has a guy asked you out on the train?
Yes, but it's always someone like I would never want to go out with.
So even if he's hideous, are there any lines ever that kind of stand out where you're like, hey, I wish, by the way, women, can you do this going forward? This is an alert to all women.
Oh, do you want me to respond? Yes.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I want.
Okay.
Here's what I want from all women.
All right.
If a guy asks you out and you don't like it, or if a guy asks you out and you think he's ugly, or you don't think it's a match on a visceral level, if he asks you out politely, at least say, hey, keep the line, but I'm not into you. You know what I'm saying?
You want feedback before rejection.
Well, I want rejection and then go, but that line was fine.
And a note. Oh, okay. So you want positive feedback.
I don't even know if I guess I don't need positive feedback, but I would like to be like, hey, you're not my type, but the way you approached me wasn't creepy.
So basically you want positive feedback.
Sure. Is that okay?
Yes. And I've always said the only thing Hinge is missing is like, why can't I comment on someone's profile and tell them if they're doing good or bad without matching them? Like, I want to be able to say like, no, you should change these two pictures and switch them. I don't want to match with you. You're ugly, but I want you to change this picture.
Oh.
We should be able to give feedback. Like and there are certain times when a guy will come up here. I did something good yesterday.
Okay.
I was in Central Park.
Big.
And a guy did that thing. I don't know why people do this, but like, okay, I just admitted that I like walk by people's apartments and look up where they live.
Yeah.
But if you're a guy, you can't reveal that you've been following a girl even a couple feet. You can't be like, oh, I saw you back there. You have to be like, you just passed me right this second. Because if I know that you've been following me for a few minutes, it's a problem.
Sure.
You can't reveal that.
That makes sense.
So this guy came up to me. He's like, I'm kind of on fire this week. This guy came up to me and was like, I saw you back there. And I immediately wasn't interested.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, I have a boyfriend, but thank you so much for coming up to me. I really appreciate when guys like look me in the eye and actually like say hello. And I love how you didn't keep pressing. Like, I love how you said, oh, okay, thank you. Have a great day.
Positive feedback. That's great. But do you think some women are just like avoid and deny the guy because are all women just because you guys are shooing guys away often? So in a way,
no, there's no limit. All we ever talk about when we're with the girls is like, why don't they approach us more? Even the ones who are beautiful and they're always shooing people away. Like it doesn't get old when people come up to us.
You know what? I think this is going to be looked back on as probably one of the more groundbreaking podcasts of all time.
Really?
I really
learned
do.
That much?
I think in like
How old
20
are you?
years, I am 24. Actually, I'm 24 years old.
You look it, and I'm not lying.
A girl told me recently 28.
I was following. You told me about that girl.
Yes.
What's going on?
I've talked about it on the past couple pods. It's going okay. It's going okay.
Okay.
Actually, that actually brings up a question when you're talking about like the group chat and everything. I actually have a question about that. What are things men do that make it into the girls' group chat?
Really good or really bad. And then also
Oh.
kind of everything in between. Yeah.
So, so it's pretty much anything and it's pretty much anything.
Look, when a girl's really excited about a new guy, this is like the phase of friendship that I fucking hate, and I try to like back off from my friend group when this is happening. When someone just met someone and they're like just starting to see them, I cannot stand every detail, like them thinking everything is interesting.
And they toss it in the group chat?
They toss it in the fucking group chat. It's like influencers when they get a boyfriend. All these influencers always get a boyfriend and then they start making all their videos about like he did the cutest thing. And it's like, actually, he's just like living his life and this is not cute and like not worth the video. So they think when you're in love with somebody, you think that everything they do is exciting. So they send that.
So it'll be the first month they'll be like, oh, like he sent me blah blah. He sent me flowers for this, or he took me to, we got empanadas after drinks. Like, isn't that cute?
Yeah,
And you're like, hey, like that's just a normal.
Right.
You were probably just hungry.
The flowers is fine. It's like, yeah, that's cute.
But
that's
like,
fine.
but it doesn't need to be in the chat.
But no, but the flowers would make it into the chat and that would be valid. But the empanadas would not.
Right.
Like, why do I care?
What would anything top of mind that would be some catastrophes that make it into the chat? Because I think guys, we don't really. I think good or bad, we're not really. Once you say that you've like hooked up with a girl, that's all really guys care. They'll be like, did you fuck? And you'll be like, oh yeah. And then they'll be like, okay, the rest we don't want to know about.
Right. No, we get into details. And I think that your lives would be really enriched by talking about the details the way that we do.
Again, groundbreaking pod alert. It's true. Yeah, we should be talking more about that stuff. But yeah, it'll just be like, oh, me and Kate are going to whatever. We're going to the Knicks game or something like that. It won't be like a guy will never hit up the group chat and be like, oh, dude, like it's for my birthday. Kate like took me to see the 1975 because she knows I'm like a huge fan.
Why? Why wouldn't you share that with your friends?
I don't know.
Friends would be happy for you.
I think there's a lot of things we could open up about.
Do you love the 1975?
That's one of the best bands ever. Okay. One of the best bands of all time.
Right. I forgot about your weird music taste.
Right. We can get back to that. But yeah, is it just like if a guy, let's say, like the guy pisses the bed or something like that. It's
yes,
like,
obviously.
That's making the chat.
Obviously, that doesn't need to be said. Like it's obviously going to make it into the chat. But you know what doesn't make it in, which is a problem, is when the girl knows that her boyfriend's kind of shitty and she said enough bad things, like she shared enough of their fights that she knows that all the girls don't like him. So then you never hear any more of the bad stuff.
She starts protecting him.
So now it's like, if the guy did like shit the bed or pee in the bed, I would never know because I've already said too many times, I don't like your boyfriend. You know what I mean? So then she'll start hiding things from me. It's like did you ever have like a shitty friend in middle school and then you had a falling out and you told your mom all about it and then you got back to being friends with that person, but you didn't tell your mom any more about bad stuff that they'd done because your mom's going to be like, I don't like that girl.
Oh, I think on the whole, guys, we're kind of just like, we usually stick together for the most part. Right. I know like high school, middle school, high school girls are kind of always in flux, maybe even in college a little bit. Yeah. But I think I know what you're talking about where girls would just protect. They won't really talk about the bad things the boyfriend does.
Yes. After a certain point.
And you're the friend that's like, hey, I want to know if he's treating you badly. So you those are hard to.
I'm trying to be that friend. I'm trying to be non-judgmental. I'm trying to be Samantha. You know what I mean? Oh. But I'm like a Miranda and I'm like judging you. And I'm telling you, you got to get out of this. I can't hear about this anymore. Like it's really bad. And that's not a good friend. Okay. Because now you're telling your friend, stop telling me stuff. Oh. Know what I mean?
We are learning a lot.
Yeah.
Connor, do you think does your group chat do that with girls? Like, are you guys sending each other like detailed stuff?
No, not in the slightest.
What if she does something like really gross?
Do you know what I think?
What?
Okay, this is something that that's been on top of mind. I want you to explain this to me.
Okay.
Like Here's something that pisses me off. Like we're talking about like group chats and like girls texting each other.
Yes.
What makes me mad, what I don't really like, is when a girl screenshots a text from her friend and puts it on her story like they did something epic. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's like it'll be like a subtle brag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a girl will post on her story like her friend texted her like, you just do shit for the plot or something like that, and it'll be like she'll put music
And she's
over
like,
it.
LOL, this is so true about me.
Yeah. Or she'll be like her friend will text her like your love language should be chaos, and she'll like post it on her, and I'm like, wait a sec, why are you doing that? Am I crazy?
No,
Have you
you're
seen
not
these
crazy
things?
at all. But a real good friend, like these are not good friends.
You just do shit for the
real
plot,
friend?
and then I'm gonna post that on my story to show like people that I'm like a fucking badass.
It's like the meme with the girl with the chips on her head, and it's like, she's crazy.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
like
what I'm talking
I'll
about?
just do anything, and it's like I don't know. I think we're all probably too involved with social media anyways, but it's just one of those things. But I guess guys, we don't really. I think the problem is guys, we don't text each other, hyping each other up like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think no. Okay, guys need to take a cue from girls. That's not a good example. A real friend group, like I will have my friends if I want to be hyped up and I want to post something on my story very specific. Like say I'm trying to post that I'm like a crazy, funny, chaotic girl and I did something crazy, funny, chaotic. It shouldn't be me posting the screenshot. It should be my friend posting it and then me reposting it.
The repost.
Because that feels a little bit less like, ooh, me, look at me.
Mm-hmm.
If I take a really hot picture of myself, I will say, can you post this of me?
Whoa.
And tag me? Because if I post it of myself, that's kind of like, oh, Jesus, who do you think you are? But if my friend posted me in it and tagged me, it's like, well, what am I going to do? Like, I can't not repost it.
Women are playing chess in a way that I never really even thought about.
I can't
before.
believe you're like 40 and you're not thinking about this stuff.
This is true. I am 40. A girl just shadow tagged me in a story. And I was like, wait a sec, I can't really see my handle. And she's like, I shadow tagged you, you middle-aged fuck.
You were you were poking around for it. You're
like,
trying to press it.
I was like, where am I? Where am I?
Okay, grandpa, let's get you to bed.
What is the shadow tag? Is that just to be like, that's kind of like a text then?
Kind of fucks up the aesthetic of the photo, if you think about it.
Well, or the normal tag.
Yeah, the normal tag.
So but the shadow tag is basically like, hey, I'm posting this and I want this person specifically to see it, right?
Yeah, I want you to be able to repost it if you want to.
Oh.
So like say I took a really great photo of you and you didn't want to post it of yourself.
Mm.
I would post it and I would take your name and drag it off screen.
Yeah.
So it just looks like, oh, so chill. Like I wasn't even trying to, get everybody to see this that follows him. But then you repost it.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
So her friend posted something like looking for men over 6 feet and then tagged her. Then she reposted, tagged me.
Okay.
Strange, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird. That's like a lot. Why wouldn't she just send you a screenshot of it or something?
I don't know.
Understanding.
I don't know, folks. I'm too old. I'm too old for all this stuff.
Yeah, you are old.
Okay. That's great to know. How about this? Another question. You're 25.
Thank you. I'm 26.
26 years young.
Yeah.
When did you turn 26?
December.
Great. You're out here in these streets. You're dating. How about this question? 3 things men should stop doing immediately, either on dates or around women in general, or dressing, talking with either their
This is
Instagram
so broad.
presence.
We got to get it down to a couple categories.
How about
Why
just maybe
not?
on a first date?
On a first date, the things they should stop doing are we gotta not. I mean, this is just kind of hack at this point. Like, don't talk about yourself so much. They all just yap about themselves, right?
Okay. I didn't know that like finance bros had that much to talk about.
I'm not going out with finance bros.
Okay.
It's the creatives those are the sneaky problem. Everyone thinks, oh, finance bros. No, Go out with a stand-up comedian. You'll want to kill yourself. That's annoying.
Right. That's true.
The finance bros never shut up. The finance bros never shut up about their work. Have you ever gone out with a comedian who's like never headlined anything?
Sure.
That guy will never shut up.
The 2-year open micer.
Yes. Oh, I have a spot tonight. I gotta go. I have this. I have that. I have to go make it to the show. And meanwhile, it's like what is it? The bringer shows or whatever? It's
Oh,
like
yeah, like the
nothing. And the
bringer
guy's
shows
like,
at
I'm
Broadway.
booked. I got to go open for this guy.
Oof.
These guys never shut up.
Okay.
The creatives. That's
This-
the ones you got to watch out for.
And they think they're hot shit, but you're like, I kind of know where you're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that they're also like coming up with little bits about everything that you're doing.
Mm.
And it's not even funny.
Okay.
I just don't like that.
Do you tell guys? I think this is something I wanted to get to. Like, because you are a very well-known influencer.
No, I'm not.
1 million on TikTok.
I have a full-time job. Not that well known.
You're also big on Instagram.
Okay.
And I don't know where else you might be big.
All right. I'm not going to like fight you.
I don't know what your OnlyFans looks like.
I need one.
Is it, do you tell guys like, hey, by the way, I know we're starting to get serious a little, or we're starting to date. I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to talk about us just so you know. What's that
Yeah.
conversation like?
I would say, I mean, they usually know before they've gone out with me. Like they go look on my Instagram or something and they like knew.
Sure.
But I will say, I'm only going to talk about you if there's something interesting to talk about. And then they always think it's like great. Like they're always excited and they get overexcited and they're like, will you put me in the videos and stuff or talk about me?
Who would say that?
A lot of people.
Like,
And they
I
just
want
love the
guys just being like, I want you to like talk about how awesome I am or something like that. Is
They,
that
yeah, I want to appear in the video. I want to be, like, and they tell their friends. I've gotten in so many issues with it. Okay, so
whoa?
they'll like.
I didn't know
want to be
guys
in
like
it.
are divas like that.
They're such clout chasers like that. They
Whoa.
always want to be in it, and then I always say, no, I'm not going to put your face in it because if you ever do something, not even negative, but like if this like ends, you're not going to want to be. You're going to ask
You're not
me to
gonna
want to
be the 7th video down,
right? And I also like. I don't say names or revealing things about them. But
Oh.
if there's like anything, like there was this guy years ago I went on like 2 dates with.
Yeah.
And then I referred to him when saying like, oh, this guy texted me and said he didn't want to see me again. But his name wasn't even like saved in my phone. LOL. Haha.
Oh,
like
sure,
a
that's
joke.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah, it was funny. And he sends me this long voice memo. I think I still have it. We should play it. This long voice memo, like almost on the verge of tears. And he's like, you better take that down. It's really not cool. And then, of course, he thinks that my whole career while we're on these dates is like, oh, he can't stop talking about it. It's so fun. It's so cool. And then now he's like shitting on it. He's like, your fake career, like your stupid little influencer thing. Like they always belittle it.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what are you upset about? I didn't say your name or anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, but all my friends know that you're talking about me. And I'm like,
yeah.
whose fault is it that you told your friends that you went out with me and here's her link, go look at her profile? Like,
And also, yeah, if you're gonna like scream cry in a voicemail to a girl that's a very famous influencer, that's got a shot to get some play. Like, how
No
do you
shit.
how do you not know that?
I'm
how
not
do you-
even that cruel. He's lucky I'm not cruel.
Right, because if a guy, how about this? Like, I'm trying to think of like boundaries. Like, what if even if you end up breaking up with a guy, but you have a funny story about him like really wanting you to put a finger up there? Like, would that is that when does that? Like, I'm trying to think of.
What's the timeline? Are you asking for yourself?
I actually yes.
Okay. So
I keep going.
a couple weeks ago, Alex asked me to put a finger.
Yeah, guys. Sorry, I have to get something out there. I have kinks. I actually talked about a woman who on the pod maybe a couple years ago who just.
I think you reveal way more than I do on my socials on the pod. I've listened. Do girls ever get mad at you about that?
Not mad, but like, oh, I didn't expect.
consent.
I didn't expect that.
Oh.
But it's usually pretty funny. I try not to like. I would never. I try not to like really. Like shit. It's usually making fun of me.
Right.
It's usually on me.
Yeah, you have to make yourself self-deprecating.
Right. Like it's like
Yeah.
saying that this girl was like putting a finger on my butt and then joking about how I'm not progressive or I'm not evolved enough sexually.
Right.
Like, that was kind of the bit.
Right.
So it wasn't really on her. But if a guy if a guy doesn't want people to know that he likes you doing that, would you still kind of reveal that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that when they go out with me, they kind of sign up for that.
You got to.
Is that fucked up? I'm not saying I really haven't shared those details and I wouldn't, but I would like if it were a year later or something and I
Mhm.
never said the guy's name publicly
Yeah.
and the conversation comes up,
Right.
Yeah, why wouldn't I say like, yeah, one time this guy really wanted me to put a finger. So how is that any different from saying like one time I got a parking ticket? Like, I don't know.
Oh,
It's just,
sure.
it's like things that happen in my life. And after like a certain number of months, it feels like it's no longer your business. It's also my business.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew who you're going out. The one time I got in a big fight with somebody, I think I said like, I had gotten like his cum on my shirt or something on my podcast. And he wasn't identified, but he was like, everyone knows that was me. My friends know that was me. And I'm like, totally. But also like, do you know who you're going out with?
Sure,
like,
yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I apologized and I had them take it down, but I was like, just
Oh,
for the
really?
future. Yeah, I decided to be a bigger person.
It was
but
a come
like,
on, but come on the shirt's not like a big.
I don't even know what it was. It was like come on my shirt or come in my eye or something. Whatever.
Yeah,
But he got really upset and I was like,
you
fine.
you had the cum in your eye.
I have the cum in my, that's what I was saying. I tried to tell him that. I have cum in my eye. It's funny for me.
It's my eye, dude.
It's not your fault.
Yeah.
So whatever. But I was like, okay,
so
this
there's a
once
contract.
I'll take it down.
Yeah.
But how are you dating me if you don't like that? You should be excited if you really like me. Like, you know what I mean? If you're going out with me and you're like really upset that I said that anonymously about you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a little too much to ask of a person who has 1 million followers for talking about that stuff.
No. I think there would be like, I think that would be like a reservation about dating you in a way. Is like, you know,
I would think so too.
what if a guy comes quick and he's like, oh shit, she's gonna talk about this now. You know what I'm saying? It's always like this whole like it's almost like any mess up. You're like, oh fuck, am I like now? You feel like this like imperfection. You're like, damn, am I now a talking point?
Right.
For forever with it.
But it's also kind of an insurance policy because they know, I think, once they've gone on a date or if they bring this up, I'll tell them what I told you, which is like, I'm not going to bring up details of her sex life.
Sure.
But if you fuck me over really bad, then I think everything is fair game. Like,
and that's how it's done, folks.
That's how it's done. Like,
don't
then
fuck
don't
over
fuck
an
me
influencer.
over.
Don't fuck over an influencer. They will.
Period.
Don't shoot in an influencer's eye, for the love of God.
Don't shoot in my eye if you don't want me to talk about it. God,
the drama. Wait, speaking of drama, you had beef with Dave Portnoy.
Mm-hmm.
Tell my listeners, we got some bros who listen to this pod. What happened?
Oh my God,
he
it was
hates
so
you.
annoying. He hates my guts, but he doesn't even hate me in the fun way where I could like capitalize off of it. Like I was thinking, okay, maybe if I get him to hate me enough, he'll like do the champagne bottle thing, right? Isn't that like he has like trophies for people that he hates?
When he gets like vengeance, yeah.
Yes, that would be kind of fun, and then I would like stake my claim, like I would really cement myself as an enemy, which could be part of my identity. It's no problem to me for that guy to hate me. I think if he likes you, if he liked me, that would be bad. If he were to make a video like this girl is so my type of humor, I think I would like kill myself.
So relay what happened what was the beef?
Okay, the beef was I made a video that was like, I don't really like Dave Portnoy even though he got a dog, right? Like I think he has kind of a PR dog. That's my take. I think that
that's pretty good. That's good. That's
it's
funny.
It's a bit, right? And like, okay, you're gonna deny it. Like what? People, you know that the dog is good for your image. It's like classic. You know, that's in the book. Like it is helping him.
Sure.
People are distracted by the fact that he has a dog. Who said anything about, oh, he's a bad dog owner? I don't give a fuck. I'm sure he's great. Yeah, the dog was adopted. Cool.
He's a billionaire.
He's a bajillionaire. Like
dog's
whatever.
gonna live a great life.
I'm sure the dog is happy. I'm glad he got a dog, but it doesn't make me like him. Like I'm not impressed by a grown man like treating his own dog well.
Okay.
So I said something like, I don't care that he got a fucking dog. I'm not a fan. I think he is tacky and annoying. And his fans are tacky and annoying. Like whatever about the dog.
Barstool,
now,
the Stoolies.
Yeah, whatever.
Sure.
Isn't their whole I'm not really familiar, but isn't his whole thing like, I'm pretending I'm not that familiar, but like, I'm not a fan in the sense people were like, oh, his whole thing is talking shit. So I was like, okay. And he won't mind.
Oh.
Like, if he saw it, which I didn't think he would, I'm like this big compared to him. And
Talia, you're not big. You're not big. 1 million followers, 1 million followers. However you want to cut it.
Okay, I see people with like 5 million followers come up on my Explore page all the time. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Gun to my head, I would never know who you are. It's also kind of cringe and embarrassing that you have that many followers when I don't know who you are. So it's like there's a whole other world out there. Like I'm sure for some Jewish girl, I'm a huge deal.
Right.
But like
you're an influencer in New York. He's got a shot.
He's got a shot. No, and I knew that.
Yeah.
And when someone commented and was like, "Oh, he's gonna see this," I'm like, I can't imagine how he would take issue with this.
When did you know he was gonna start? Like at what point did it blow up where you go, he's gonna see
It didn't blow up. That's the worst part. It got like 3,000 likes total. So then I was like, I'm really not gonna, it doesn't matter. I moved on. So one day I remember, this was before I had started my corporate job and I tend to sleep really late. So it was like noon and I woke up and I woke up at like 10 and I had seen a DM just like with half an eye open, like looking through my DMs, just getting the news of the day. And there were like 2 random people calling me a cunt.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, like whatever, par for the course.
Okay,
Nothing new.
Had a late night.
Yeah. So I just put my phone on sleep again and then I went back to bed for like 45 minutes.
Not my first C.
And then I woke up and there were like 300 more. I must have woken up right at the point that he posted it, then gone back to bed an hour later and woke up.
Wow.
So I thought, 1 or 2 cunts, whatever. 500 cunts, someone said something.
Whoa.
So I looked, I'm like, who said something about me? And it was him.
Jesus.
And I didn't even watch the video. I was like, okay, whatever. This is funny. Posted it on my story. I was like, fine, I'm chilling. I have this big, horrible habit where I don't digest what someone said before I respond, which I wish I had watched the full video before I made my like unofficial response, which was like, I stitched the video and I was like, okay, whatever. I think I had pit stains in the video, which was also a problem. Like if you're going to come back at Dave Portnoy, you have to look good.
Can I have Connor, can you pull it up?
No.
Oh, you don't want to see what he said? No, not what you said, what he said.
Oh, what he said? Okay, yeah. Fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
Is it deep in his page, you think? Do you remember what month?
No, look at where I'm tagged.
Oh, yeah, so go to Talia's like tagged videos or stuff in on IG. I'm interested to see what he says about you.
But here's okay, but we need to say the most important part.
Yeah.
No, it's not on my TikTok. It's on my my Instagram. Yeah.
So
the most important part was that
let's go down.
never
Damn, you're active.
Go down. Now.
She's an active gal, man.
A little bit more.
Oh wow.
It's
Look
there.
at you. Oh damn. Okay, wait. Go to the right. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not gonna be able to hear it right here. We don't have the speakers set up there.
Well, can you put the volume on for the? Will the listeners be able to hear this?
No, we don't have it wired up for that today.
Interesting. Okay, well, guys, you'll have to go. Okay, well, hey, you look good here.
Yeah.
All
Not
right,
a bad
well,
look.
Okay, so, sorry for, I guess, listeners and people. He's with his dog, and there are 2 dogs, and so what's he saying?
Well, here's the thing. So I say in the video, which is
Connor, will you be able to overdub? Will you be able to put in?
Yeah, I can do it in post.
Yeah. Can you take the audio and put it in? Okay.
I saw this video like 2 days ago. This like Talia Lichstein or whatever her name is, like talking shit about Miss Peaches.
I need the world to stop trying to force feed me Dave Portnoy and that fucking dog. What the dirty, rotten shit? No, get so far away from me. Weak, tacky, like, ugh.
Listen, I don't care if you talk shit about me. People have and made up lies, whatever. I was so mad when she started talking shit like that fucking dog.
That fucking dog.
About Miss Peaches, who has had nothing but the sweetest dog in the world and had 5 years of abuse, breeding dog, you name it, just neglected and abused, and you're gonna talk shit about Miss Peaches? I was so mad. I made the maddest video I've ever made. I was like, I hope she fucking dies. I want her family dead. I want her friends dead. Everything bad you can say. And you know what? I'm not even gonna give her that satisfaction of posting or putting her name in lights, since that's what this fucking low life probably wants. I've matured. I'm not gonna mention it. I'm not gonna wish she was dead. I'm not gonna even tell Miss Peaches the video is made. I'm not gonna acknowledge fucking Talia Lichstein's existence. I'm just gonna pretend it never happened because I've matured. I'm not gonna give her the time of day for being that big of a fucking scumbag. I'm not gonna wish death on her. But I really do hope bad things happen to her for the rest of her life for going after the sweetest dog who ever lived. But I'm not going to give her the satisfaction of even knowing I knew about this fucking asshole.
I said, he's tacky, he's annoying. The only thing that could be interpreted as disparaging about the dog was the phrase fucking dog. which I don't know why he would have a problem with that. But I think it struck a nerve that I had talked shit about him. And he decided to cut the video, which was the problem. So he cut the video in such a way that I never really talk about him in the video. It goes straight from me referring to the dog to saying phrases like tacky and annoying.
Oh. Okay.
So then obviously it's like, this girl's talking shit about my dog. And he sets that up, puts in the edited version, which by the way, you're like 50 years old, sitting in your mansion, your hot girlfriend is filming you.
Right.
And you're going to edit the video too?
Yeah.
Like, get a life. But anyway, post that and says, I want her dead. I want her friends dead. I want her family dead.
That's kind of insane.
Yeah.
It's a bit much.
It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It was kind of a lot. And I didn't even realize that at the time that he posted that.
So his
was
army
in a
kind
blur.
of came for you.
Of course, but it wasn't just him. It was the dog people.
Well,
who are so much worse than the Barstool people.
Okay, so one thing, one issue that I have with this is like he has like 35-year-old consultants DMing you, being like dudes at Oracle, just being like, you're a fucking cunt,
like fuck
you,
fight your own battles. This is so sad.
It's like these dudes, like guys with like a wife and kids, just being like, I'm gonna go fucking take down Talia Lichstein or whatever, and then. But now you've got what? Do you have like PETA coming after you or something like that?
Well, here's the okay. Well, first of all, I mean, say I did do what he said. Like if he hadn't edited the video and I actually did talk shit about his dog.
Yeah.
I've got hundreds of thousands of 30-year-old men and women with full families coming after me and calling me a cunt and telling me to die because I hurt a dog's feelings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very strange.
So that's like that. If everything he's saying is true, that is what's happening, which to me is like, it's still not justified. Yeah. He tagged me in it. He told them where to find me. He said, I want bad things to happen to her for the rest of her life.
Okay.
Like he put a target on me.
Probably got you some followers.
I did hit 100K that day, but I was really pissed that some people in his comments were like, you got her to 100K. I was at 98.9 that day. I was going to get to 100K.
She was getting to 100K.
All right,
folks.
so it's fine. So
wow,
he does that. And the whole day I'm like, whatever, it's fine. It's literally going to blow over in a week.
All press is good press.
All press is good press. It's totally cool. But then my manager called me and said, I think you've forgotten that we've just agreed to host a show with the Dodo. Have you heard of the Dodo?
Oh my God, I remember you telling me about this, dude.
Yeah, I had gotten this job that I like.
This is brutal.
It's like the worst possible thing that could have happened.
I can't believe that you're. But I'm going to talk about more about that. But keep telling the story. But yeah.
Well, the Dodo had reached out to me and they had asked me to. I auditioned and I booked this thing with the Dodo.
It's a show.
It was a show where I would tour around people's homes.
On what network again, or app or pod?
On like their
online?
socials.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm allowed to say that. I didn't sign anything with them, so I think it's fine, right?
Yeah.
I shot an episode with them and it was like gonna come out that week or right around about that time.
Holy shit.
And
dude.
I really needed the gig. Like
and they were gonna pay you like a fuck ton of money, right?
I think that there was potential for them to pay me a lot of money. We had like brand sponsors lined up. So the first couple episodes was looking like this was going to bring me a solid amount of money. Like money that I needed. Money that would have prevented me from having to get a full-time job.
That's great money.
Great money, and I was excited about the opportunity. I like those people.
You were hired to work for this brand for potentially for the year.
Yeah, we were gonna do like a number of episodes, and it was gonna be some consistent, good, easy money. And they hired me because they knew that I'm a pet owner and I'm an animal lover, and I have positive things to say about the animal kingdom, and they we had multiple meetings, my managers and I, about like, how can I get myself, like angle myself for some more brand deals? And they were like, we should, now that this Dodo thing is coming out, we need to start angling you as like more of an animal influencer. So we're going to start pitching you for like, Purina and like Fancy Feast cat food and like cat litter brands. And I was like, perfect. That's where the money is. And then I had totally forgotten about that. So I'm talking to my manager, like, how funny is this? And he's like, do you understand what you've just done? And he didn't say that, but that's what he was saying. And I was like, no. Was the company okay? The company that had hired me for the show, were they okay with me, with my original video? And they said in writing, they're like, we didn't think that she was disparaging a rescue dog. Otherwise, they would have had me take it down. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if they saw the video without him having stitched it, they would have been like, Talia, take it down. It looks like you're talking shit about a rescue dog. But they didn't say anything. So whatever.
Yeah.
But when he responded to me,
oh,
then they decided.
the king of sting.
Yeah, they were like, we can't go forward, which I think on one hand, I do
Damn.
understand.
So Dave Portnoy is the reason why you have a day job.
100%. 100%. And you know what? I think if he hadn't edited the video and said stuff about wanting me dead, I would say, okay, well, that's the internet and it's fine. And I said something and he's allowed to clap back at me. It doesn't matter. But because he edited the video for his agenda,
Yeah.
a la Kim Kardashian, Kanye West against Taylor Swift,
Sure.
I think he owes me money.
Well, yeah.
100% think he owes me money.
I mean, it's crazy that the Dodo, this brand, was like, okay, the Stoolies say that we can't have you on our
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
They're
like-
like, yeah, like Barstool. It's like that's how big this
Yeah.
this company is now.
They basically, it was also like the dog community on Instagram is their target demo. It's like whoever follows Miss Peaches, the dog, is like also who's watching the Dodo. But like, so I understood it in that sense, but I was like, guys, this is going to blow over in a week. And like, basically what you're saying is this like 50-year-old millionaire got online to his audience of like millions upon millions of like women hating men
Sure.
and said, I want her dead
Right.
over a video with 3,000 likes. And you guys are siding with him because I might have made fun of a dog. Like
right.
to protect a dog's feelings. I was sort of like,
Yeah.
fuck these animal peace and love, animal rights people. Like, what about the innocent woman? Like, why do you care more about this dog than this like 26-year-old girl?
Damn. Are you?
I love dogs.
Did you guys try to make it? Did you guys try to make it salvageable? Did you guys try to reach out? Was there any back and forth? Was the Dodo just like, what was their final in writing being like? How did they fire you?
I have the email. It was like, you know, we love Talia. We were really excited about this, but we have to think of like our brand. And I understand. I really do. But unfortunately, I had not signed anything with them. They didn't owe me any money.
Oh,
And I got a lawyer because I thought maybe I could sue Dave or at least like mediate with Dave and say like, hey, I'll appeal to like his Jewish side and be like, I'm a member of the tribe.
sure.
You know,
sure.
help me out, man. You just fucked me really bad.
Right.
But he's not a rational person. These are not
Yeah.
serious people.
I want her
can't-
dead is so insane.
Isn't that insane? I think, and then every time I like joke about this on a podcast, people are always like, get his name out of your mouth. Like, you can't stop talking about it. It's like, obviously,
Yeah.
that's an insane thing to happen to someone.
How did you in terms of like the fallout, like this is something that I'm interested in just like from like a mental my anxiety could not handle like losing a was the finality of it like I would be like losing a job like that, knowing money was coming in and losing it. Maybe you're just more removed from it now, but I think in that moment I would have cried for like a week. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I feel like you're a lot tougher than I would be in that moment. You like, or were you just like, hey, I'm just gonna deal with this? Is it like I'm gonna keep moving, or is
I like
it,
couldn't think about it or else I'd get. I remember I met with a therapist once just to talk about it for an hour, and like I don't know why. I just wanted to.
No, of course I.
And
Yeah.
I was just like, I just need to like, I'm having like I can't stop getting angry about this situation.
Yeah.
And she was like, you have to like, it will drive you crazy. You kind of have to just like, every time you think about it, just block it out and think of something else.
Because it's so, because you're making this it's this content that you've made that is a like, it's a pointed joke. I think as a comic, I think anybody would agree that's like an interesting angle.
Yeah.
To be like, oh yeah, this guy's like doing, it's a PR move. Like,
Yeah.
fuck this guy. I think
It's like a very
it's
easy joke.
interesting, and I think it's funny, and I think
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it has like I think it has a lot of comedic merit to it.
Totally.
So you're saying, so then in this fallout, like it's under the basis that you're like a bad person essentially. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And so you're, and of course you're not, but it's like it's like you're basically like, it's like going to jail for murder that you didn't do.
Totally. I wish that he had put in the whole gripe with it was like, why did he not put in the whole video? because then that would have weeded out all the idiots. I don't care. It was not anxiety inducing to have a bunch of Barstool fans after me, because those people, that's not the first time that's happened. I think I've pissed off Barstool before. I don't even remember when, but like,
Sure.
that's not my target demo. Doesn't
Right.
matter. Like,
yeah.
it's kind of honestly serves me if these people hate me, because
Yeah.
then it's like, then the other side of it, like the more progressive women of the internet are sort of like, I love that Barstool hates her.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like, it was more, I hated that he cemented me. Like, I hate when people say something about me that's not true. Everyone hates that. I hate that he was like, she is a dick and she hates animals. I was like, no, you can't say that. You can say that I hate you. You can't say that I hate your dog, because I don't.
Yeah.
And like, why would I? It was like the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that he said he wanted me dead. That's kind of cool. I want to make shirts that say that say Dave Portnoy said he wanted me dead. That's like funny.
yes.
But like, for him to say, I'm Dave Portnoy, I dish it and I can take it, and like blah blah blah. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't his whole thing like pizza reviews or some shit? Like, he's done a lot of good for pizza or whatever.
It's interesting. A lot of men are freedom of speech people.
Yeah, he's like a freedom of speech guy.
And then
I did the freedom of speech. Like, okay, these kids made that sign at his bar that was like, fuck the Jews, right?
yes.
He sent them to like on a vacation to Poland to learn. He thought they were redeemable.
Yeah. He was like, oh, you should go. Yeah. He wanted to take.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
yeah.
said the phrase "that fucking dog" and he cost me my job. Like,
Yeah.
what? Where's my trip?
Dude,
Like,
you should go. You
what?
should go somewhere.
He should send me to a dog shelter. He should send me somewhere.
Right.
That would be
You
a
should
funny
get flown
video.
out.
I would be totally interested in that. Like,
Yeah.
that would be a funny bit. I think that he owes me, not an apology, but like, I think that was punching down in a way that was very off brand for what he says his brand is.
Yeah.
And like, if you're this guy, you shouldn't care that a girl got 3,000 likes for saying she doesn't like you.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, he could have commented on the video and been like, fuck you. That would have been equal.
Why can't I see like a stoolie like DMing you, be like, you're a cunt, you're a cunt, you're a cunt. You respond like just something like passive aggressive, just liking it.
Mhm.
And then he follows up with like, hey, actually, like,
That happened last week. You didn't see?
do you want to hang out? Oh, no, what
I
happened?
posted on my story. It was
What?
like a funny bit.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
I took a screenshot and the message was like something like, wow, like you're beautiful, to my photo that day.
Yeah.
And then if you scroll up once, it was, stupid liberal cunt. Like, I hope you die. I
God,
posted
man.
it.
So you
posted a
left him on red
screenshot.
and he just fucking doubled
Yeah.
down.
Wait, let me find it.
I unfortunately, I haven't done that. I'm trying to think. Getting left on red though, I mean, you know this. Talia and I, we talk about our dating lives
Yeah.
often to each other, and when I
wanna
get left
hear it?
on red, what's up?
Stupid liberal cunt. Go start a protest or something, loser. And then you're actually kind of freaking beautiful. And then I posted the screenshot.
I kind of love this guy's moxie.
Yeah. He goes, haha, I thought you were bashing Miss Peaches when I sent that, but you were in fact just bashing Dave. See? So they understand.
Men can learn.
Men can learn. Thanks for putting me out like that. All your followers are currently sending me hateful messages. Sucks.
Oh, because you posted him.
Yeah. And he goes, still stand by what I said. You're kind of cute. And I said,
Persistent.
You called me a stupid cunt because you thought I was bashing a dog. That's not better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, guys. We are blinded by sex drive sometimes.
Yeah.
Anything. Words mean nothing to men,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's just like whatever it's gonna take.
I think words mean something if you're Dave Portnoy.
Sure.
Negative
Well,
words will
yeah,
upset you.
Yeah. No, when we are like, it's very interesting that he was pretty much saying, that guy was saying whatever he could to get your attention.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't really. A stupid cunt followed up by "you're pretty freaking beautiful."
Yeah. Friggin' spelled F-R-I-G-G-I-N.
Yeah.
Friggin'.
And
Thank you.
Yeah, that's even a little comment like that. That's it's nice to hear. I bet
It's nice to hear.
because it's like, hey,
Yeah. But
I'm-
yeah.
I'm not a cunt, but still beautiful.
Yeah. No, yeah. Those things coming back, it really helped. Because as you said, at the time I was like resilient about it. But when I'm sitting in like a Zoom meeting for my corporate job
Yeah.
and making what I would have been making doing that show like once a month, I'm like a little angry. Like, I'm not
Totally.
gonna lie, I feel a little pissed.
Yeah.
And it starts to eat up at me. And now and then, that type of message will like add a little levity and like diffuse whatever is building up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It'll let out a little pressure.
Yeah.
So
That is nice. Yeah, it's very God, that is such a bad DM. And we've talked about this like a bunch, obviously off mic. We've talked about this a bunch. But I am more interested in like with someone, again, you're a public figure. When guys DM you, is it famous guys? Is it Joe Schmo? Is it every which way? I guess
it's like guys from India or like bot accounts and stuff.
Are guys from India trying to fly you out?
No, they just say like, I can literally show you this right now. Here, you can put it on the camera.
I'm interested in like the traffic of an influencer in terms of like your.
First of all, it's
DM
all
traffic.
like porn bots saying like, join my link here and there's
Yes.
a threesome happening. But
I've gotten those.
like, here's some guy, Pallavi Jha, sent a reel and said hello. Like, that's all they do.
Oh,
The only
okay.
famous person who has ever tried to hit on me is Charlie Puth. And I don't even know if it was hitting on me.
Whoa.
But then he unfollowed me. I think his girlfriend made him.
Whoa.
No, I don't.
Charlie Puth or Puth? Puth?
Puth?
Is it? It's Puth. Okay, Charlie Puth.
Charlie Puth.
What'd he say?
I can find it right now. He followed me. I remember he like looked at my Instagram story. This is back when I had like 10,000 followers.
He's a massive
I know.
artist.
It was a big deal. I was freaking out. So I was like, Charlie Puth? What?
What's up, bro?
And I followed him back. Charlie Puth. Here he is. It was on my birthday.
Wow, sniper.
And I said something like,
Excellent, Charlie.
drinks? ? It's my birthday.
You said it to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, smart.
And he said, happy birthday, you're hilarious.
Boom.
What else was it?
I mean,
Oh,
open shut case, Charlie. I don't see any
Okay.
issues with this.
I said something. He was like, I want you to roast me. I love watching your like unfiltered life or something like that. And he said, haha, me? I'm a dork.net.
Oh.
Dork.net.
Charlie Puth said, I'm a dork.net.
That's when I got the ick.
You stink, Charlie.
But then
I don't care if you
he
got
eventually
perfect
unfollowed
pitch.
me.
Charlie's got perfect pitch. That sucked.
I love watching your documented life. Are you from New York?
Oh, so he kind of
Yeah, I thought he was kind of hitting on me.
yeah. Charlie trying to get the ball rolling after dork.net.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes a lot of persistence.
LOL. I love watching your documented life. Are you from New York? Yeah, and he said, yeah, I'm living in LA, but moving out of the city for a minute. You ever come here? ?
I mean, he's like,
I'm like, dude,
Charlie, he's not the most charismatic guy, you know?
I think he's married now.
Right. But the small talk is very like, it's kind of bland. I expect more from a hit maker.
Yeah, but he had a stalker. He had a really scary stalker.
Oh.
Who at the time he had followed. This was like my claim to fame. This is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Was he followed me, and then the only other people he followed at the time were like Beyonce and like Jennifer Lopez or something. It was like I really stuck out.
Talia, you really do something to some of these men.
I'm telling you, this was also pre-Ozempic. I was like, I don't know what he's got going on.
We are
what he thinks
gonna
is going on.
another guest who's been on Ozempic. We'll
Who's your
talk
other
about that.
one?
Maddie Weiner,
Oh,
super funny gal.
Yeah.
Wait, Connor, where are we at right now?
We're a little over 50 minutes.
Okay.
We overshot this terribly. We got to get into the Patreon. We got to get Talia out of here. We're gonna roll right into the Patreon. We're gonna talk some shit on Gary V. Unfortunately, maybe
Am I
maybe
talking
not.
so much? You got me comfortable.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Sorry if I
guys,
yap
we're
too much.
we're gonna yap on the Patreon. It's gonna be great. Damn, man, we really can go. This is good.
I think I can go. I think I talked a lot.
No, that story was great.
Okay, good.
Wait, Talia, where can people find you? Any plugs you want to make?
I'm
Your
just-
handles.
Yeah, you like put it in the description or something, right? It's hard to
Yes.
spell my name. Talia
Oh,
Lichstein.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Follow her online, guys. She's hilarious. She's great. We'll get into the nitty gritty on the Patreon. I think it's gonna get a little saucy. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
You've been an idiot for listening. Good night and good luck.